Okay, here's my storage shed. It's only a 5 by 12 by 8-foot storage shed. And oops. And what I want to do is modify it a bit. I have installed this wooden shelf here. I've done a few things. I mean, this odds and ends. You know, put that little bracket for my extra hose. And this area here is where I keep my lawnmower. And my edger. I just did my lawn today, so. And I decided, well, I always rinse out my lawnmower. That's why it's laying in the middle of the grass. But I always get the hose and spray it down and get all the grass out, what have you. Not so much for the edger. But, you know, typical garden shed. I've got my hedge trimmers, my weed trimmers, my shop vac, miscellaneous tools. Again, this is where I put my lawnmower and my edger, both underneath this bench. The problem I'm having right now is hanging all my hand tools. There's my power washer, my wife's carpet cleaner. But I have all the typical garden tool equipment. But you see how it's just sitting on the floor? And I've attempted to purchase some hanging racks, but I put rakes up there. It just doesn't work well. I'm going to take that down, but what I'm going to do is put something across here and across there where I could hang all these hand tools. So that's my project. And we'll see how it works out. Okay, so watch my feet. Again, went to Home Depot, bought me a piece of plywood, and pulled out my tools. Now, the tools I have aren't the best quality, but they're enough to get me by. You know, for the type of work I do. I just do little projects. I don't do any cabinet building, or I'm not a woodworker. But I do have the tools to get things done. So this is the material I'm going to use. I got a couple 2x4s sitting on the side of the house drying. They were wet, cheap, $2.50 for 2x4s. And so I stacked them and sitting outside drying up. So I'll pull the bike out when I start working. Don't want to get too much sawdust all over the place. But that's it. I'm going to set up and see if I can document what I'm doing.
What do you want to do? Alright, can we slow dance? Alright. Who would like to... Got the chance to touch the sun.
Okay, let me show you where I've got so far. I've got my plywood cut the way I want it, I think. We'll find out. It's going to fly by the seat of my pants type of stuff. Attached a 2x4 to the bottom of the plywood. Right there. That's going to go against the studs along the wall. And obviously these slots are going to receive all the tools, or a lot of the tools. Then I found out where the studs were at, and I drilled pilot holes for these lags, 3/8 lag, which will go through and into the plywood, or into the studs, and then I cut, I'm not done yet, I cut several of these pieces for strength, so I just got to attach that for strength, and we'll mount it up. So today I am going to finish this job up. Okay, here's the complete job. I made another rack for that side. Taking this off the floor, giving me a little more open space as opposed to what it was. Things are hanging up. Rakes, shovels, miscellaneous stuff. So, project complete. I also, just because I was in the groove, I got a little concerned about this corner, so I rounded it off right here. Because that's the level it's at right now, so I was worried about bumping into the edge. So I took and rounded it. A little more safe. Then I put some cross just to hold things from falling off. But that's it. Pretty much done. I'm sure there's always something. Project Garden Shed, complete. I don't know if I showed you this last time. When I went to Home Depot, I bought these fasteners and I modified them to so I got this table hanging up, and what I do is I just turn this and it'll come down. I could remove it. That got caught in my pocket. that holds it up. So I got that off the ground, off the floor, out of the way. So there you have it. Again, Operation Garden Shed complete.